Well, guys, we got a brand new gameplay trailer for Farm Sim 22. We got to talk about it. It is so late. We're doing this right now because I can't wait anymore. Let's get to work on this. Let's go. There you go, folks. The first gameplay trailer for Farming Sim 22 has been released. We got some new features, some new goodies that have also been announced with this trailer. We gotta look at them all. I mean, we've got some new features, we got some new gameplay elements we need to talk about, and our first chance to look at the all-new European map. Let's see if I get the pronunciation on this right. Oh boy. Haute-Baileron? Haute-Baileron. Haute-Baileron. Did I get that right? Was I close? Haute-Baileron. I'm not sure. And of course, folks, if you are new, first of all, welcome in. Don't forget to go down below, click that subscription button. We do live streams, mod reviews, game updates for both, well, Farming Sim 19, Farming Sim 22 right now as well, of course. Go down below, click that button. Don't want to miss anything going on in the next couple months here for Farming Simulator 22. So today we have our final information on the last map to talk about for Farming Simulator 22 that's going to be included in base game. And we've already talked about, well, the Midwest map, of course, the North American map, Elm Creek. We've also talked about Erlengrit, which is the Alpine expansion map taken from Farming Sim 19. But today we're getting our first look at Haute-Baileron, which we also got a gameplay trailer on with some new features which we need to talk about. Now, of course, if you're looking to see the uninterrupted trailer, click on the card in the top right. Go click on the card in the top right. I'll link that for you guys. Make sure you guys go watch the whole trailer as well, uninterrupted. And then if you want to find out more, come talk to me later. As the trailer starts off, guys, we're overlooking a small European town site on a river, overlooked by, an old fortress. Appears as though the map will be centered around this ancient town, somewhat reminiscent actually of Felsbrunn from Farming Simulator 19. We then quickly move here into a montage, which is showing off several new pieces of equipment, which we haven't really seen too much of yet. Well, for instance, we got the Massey 8S, we got a Kloss Lexian Combine here, a John Deere 9RX, the all-new twin-rotor New Holland CH700 Combine, that's all new right there. Of course, the Massey 5S with an 1840 mini baler. That's kind of cool to see. We've got that Ponzi C44 and the tree processor as well, which we see a little bit. Now, we need to talk more about trees because there's some stuff to talk about in the forest. Guys, there's deer. We have deer that they move. The deer move now? Do we have wildlife? Oh, and let's not forget, it sounds like we have tree sounds finally in Farming Simulator. Listen to that. Somebody say timber? Now, moving along quickly from the forest, we're going out to some of the new crops that are available in Farming Simulator 22. We're spraying some grapes with a hardy sprayer. It's being pulled by that new Fendt 200 Vario we've talked previously about. And then it goes right into harvesting. We get our first gameplay we've seen from the New Holland Broad 9070L. And right from there, we go back into pre-pruning the vines with that new pre-pruner device also being pulled by that Fendt 200 Vario. Now, pulling away from the new crops, we shift gears, jump into a Zetor Cristal 170, one of the new tractors we talked about previously. And not really what the tractor is, but what it's pulling has my attention. Guys, this is an ELHO Scorpio 550 rock picker, which of course promptly taken into a field and it starts to pick rock. First look, this is a first look at this brand new feature for Farming Simulator 22. We got rock picking happening in Farming Sim 22. Now, as the trailer begins to wrap up, we get another montage of all the different looks of the new seasonal cycles on Haute-Baileron. Look at all the fluffy snow. Look at the fluffy snow on the buildings. Still love that. That's never gonna get old for me. And then from there, another montage of all the equipment actually doing some field work and moving stuff around this map. And that there does it for the trailer. Of course, Farming Simulator 22 releases on November 22nd for Xbox XS, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Mac, and Stadia. Also teased, folks, there will be a season's pass out for Farm Sim 22. Stay tuned on the channel. We'll have more information on that soon. And don't forget, folks, if you are looking to pre-order Farming Simulator 22 for PC or Mac, you can find the pre-order links down in the description below. You can find both the digital copy, or if you're looking for perhaps the collector's edition, you can find links for both of those down there in the description. Now, on top of the trailer, we did also get a little bit more footage on some of the new equipment. Let's start off by looking at the Massey S5 along with the Massey Ferguson 1810 mini baler, as we got a little bit of gameplay footage from that. So just a little bit of extra interesting baling going on. Right now you can see the field being harvested by that New Holland CH700, the twin rotor, brand new to Farming Simulator 22. And of course, well, we've got the S5 towing the Massey Ferguson 1870 mini baler, all brand new as well. Look at the trees in the background there. That's kind of interesting, that big massive tree over there. And then the crop textures as well is something I've been paying attention to in these little footages here. That corn, the ripe corn texture behind us, as well as this wheat texture we're getting, or maybe it's barley or wheat. But if you look at the harvested texture on the ground, that's definitely a little bit different. But the bale physics themselves look very similar, I'm saying, to what we have in Farming Sim 19. Bales do just fall off and they kind of bounce around a little bit, I should say. And then in the background, you're going to see we get some traffic going by as well. And the traffic seems to be going at a pretty good clip. There we go. It looks like a Volkswagen driving in the background there. Seems like they're going at a pretty good clip. I'm curious to see if there's any changes to the traffic itself. Now, on top of that, we also have some more details or some more gameplay footage of a grape harvest. Grape harvest looks good. A little bit different. First time we've actually had a chance to see this in action, the way this is all going to work. Now, it looks as though we can just kind of go right through a lot of the different pickets that are holding up those vines, which I'm curious to see the build mode for that. Now, it looks like it got kind of stuck up there for one set reason or another. Not sure what happened there, but interesting nonetheless. So this goes on for a little bit. We got a couple minutes of this, and it just goes back and forth down these vines and harvests the grapes. Not sure what I mean by harvested is, but harvests the grapes. And much like the trailer, we move right on to pruning the grapes now. And yeah, the pruning is very similar to that. It's interesting to see how this tool operates. You can see it spins up, and then you're going to place it over top your vines, and it will simply, well, delete them essentially. It's going to prune them all up so that it's ready for the next year. You can see that it's actually activating with each of those uprights, those upright posts, those pickets. It's actually activating and opening up with that, which is kind of cool to see. Also, a little bit of spraying action from the same Vent Vario there. Interesting to see how this is all going to work out. I love this little tank trailer here. Looks like you got to be careful with some of the pickets here at the end, though. Now, in both clips of the sprayer, it looks like they're using fertilizer. But one thing I did notice is it looks like it's going through very little amount of fertilizer considering how much it's spraying off. So it looks like it should have no problem getting through a field this size with one tank. And lastly, guys, the rock picker. The thing I was most excited to see in this trailer, actually. We got the Zedor Cristal, once again, the 170. It's towing the Elo Scorpio 550 rock picker. Now, not sure if we're going to get any more of these types of models in game. Is this the only rock picker we're going to see to start with? Very interesting to see. I've got more questions on the actual gameplay here. You can see the rocks are showing up in the field. Does this happen after every harvest? You only have to do this once per game. I'm not sure exactly how this all works out yet. I'm very curious to see how that works and how long it takes to fill. I mean, we're already at 12% right now. That's going to be a lot of rocks to empty out. Very curious to see on the mechanic of this. I have more questions on the mechanic than the equipment used, to be honest with you. And it has a lot of cool little options that this may lead into coming down the line in Farm Sim. So there you have it, folks. That is all the new news and info we have for Farming Simulator 22. The new trailer with a whole bunch of other video information and new features that are been showing off. We need to find more information on a lot of those, but I think we got a good base now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Slap the like. Don't forget to subscribe, as I always have to say. And folks, I will catch you next time. Happy farming. See you, folks.